Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one of the topic, that is city creation. In this basically we are discussing about the future creation basically. So one of the satellite group told that basically we are basically going to shift you to the satellite, and then basically we are going to finish the India land basically. And then few basically country basically told that basically yes basically Sunil liar basically. We basically came late basically to save you basically. We are not supposed to trust Hindustani group basically, which are basically staying in the India land basically. We trusted this group basically. We thought that basically they are not going to give you trouble basically, but they have given you lots of trouble basically. They have given you lots of trouble basically. That basically we have seen each and every trouble basically. Now basically we will now basically you can do one thing basically, you contact to the satellite group basically, and satellite group basically is going to help you basically. And satellite group, one of the satellite group basically told that basically just basically give some time basically, we will shift you to the satellite, and after that basically we are going to finish the entire India land only basically. These all companies basically existing in that land basically, these all company basically are there in the that land only basically. Emphasis is there, Mustech is there, Microsoft is there, Tech Mahindra is there, Ed Data is there, 7Edge is there, Persistent is there, Oracle is there, Accenture is there, HCL is there, Wipro is also there, and Infosys is there, and then number one company TCS is also basically it that land only basically. So after that basically finishing the India land basically, you can create the entire India basically again, because this group basically understand this language only basically, that basically we know. So see basically the Indian Army group basically, because this group only understand this language. So this everything basically we are going to finish basically Sunil after certain time basically. Just give basically some time basically. So whenever basically you are going to walk basically or going to somewhere basically, after that time only basically we are going to pick you basically, and we are going to shift you to the satellite basically after certain time basically. So give some time basically, we are going to do that basically, because this group basically, this see basically the supporters of India basically, see these all are supporters of India basically, these all are supporters of India. China is big supporter basically, Russia is the biggest supporter basically, and USA is the Jamai basically, you can say Jamai means, you can understand basically, Jamai basically. If anybody don't understand, then basically you ask the translation basically what actually the Jamai is basically. So whenever this video is going to launch basically, that time basically. So one of the person told that yes basically, let basically the world and sorry India only basically end, because this group basically understand this language only. This group basically understand this language only. So Sunila, one of the satellite groups told that basically give some time basically. After that basically we will shift you to satellite, and then basically we are going to shift to the India again basically, India land again after finishing the entire India land. So next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about the software companies which basically is going to end, and the India land basically which is going to end basically. This is the satellite group basically told that basically we are going to shift you basically from India land, and then basically we are going to finish the India land, and then basically Sunil Nair basically you can create again the India land after India land will be ended. So next video basically we are going to see that basically little bit more achievement of the India country and the software company basically, how they basically keeps on giving trouble. Only basically they know how to give trouble basically, and this group also basically know how to give trouble basically. This group basically are the supporters of India basically, and they also basically got the disease basically, that is the India disease basically, that always you have to give to the trouble to the people basically, and this basically is also states basically, which is already we have discussed. So in next video basically we are going to see that basically how satellite groups are going to shift Sunil R. Nair to satellite, and then basically they are going to end the India land. In next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about the planning of this satellite groups, basically how basically they are going to shift Sunil R. Nair to the satellite, and then basically they are going to end the India land.